Hi, Wendy Cater here. So I'm going to be doing exercise 2 of this experiment, and this one is the salt tolerance and pH testing. So I've already cleaned my area with 10% bleach after the last experiment. I have 2 neopipettes soaking into the alcohol here. I still have my live culture. I have my hydrochloric acid and my sodium hydroxide tubes or vials here. And I've already labeled all of my nutrient broths. These don't have a percentage. These are just nutrient broths. And I have labeled pH 5 for S. epidermidis and S. cerevisiae. I have labeled pH 9 for one of each as well, and pH 7 for one of each as well. So what I'm going to do is, for this one, we need to neutralize the, or adjust the pH. So for pH 5, I'm going to be dropping 1 drop of the hydrochloric acid, and for the pH 9, I'm going to be dropping 1 drop of the sodium hydroxide into each one. For the pH 7s, I don't need to add anything because it is already neutral. pH 7. Okay, so I'm gonna start by lighting my candle here. Alright. Okay, so first I'm going to start. I have my cultures to the side so that I don't get confused, and I already have the pH 5s and the pH 9 separated, and then the pH 7s on this side. So I'm going to use hydrochloric acid for the pH 5s. So this is the S. epidermidis. I'm going to pass it through the flame to sterilize. And I'm going to add just 1 drop, it says. 1. Okay. Pass it through the flame again to sterilize it. And recap. And just set aside for now. I have my pH 5 cerevisiae. Passing it through the flame. And placing only 1 drop. Okay, so I'm going to place this outside and into the undiluted bleach as instructed. Oops. I don't recall if I passed it through the flame before capping it, so I'm just doing that now. Oops. Let me move the video up here a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to the pH 9s. Pick this up. And drop exactly 1 drop. Okay. Pass it through the flame. Sterilize it before recapping it. So that was pH 9 And this, when I dropped in there, was the sodium hydroxide. Okay, one more. And one drop. Set this aside. Okay, and that was a pH 9. And I have my pH 7s here that did not get anything added to them. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my live cultures here, and I am going to drop, I'm going to drop 2 drops into each one. So alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab all of my, so that I don't get confused, I'm going to grab all of my S CeraVCAs and place them on one side, and all of my Epis on the other side, epidermidis, S epidermidis, so that I don't get confused. And then I have my S epidermidis live culture over here, and I have my S CeraVCA live culture over here on this side. I'm just going to move these for now, and move these over here for now. Okay, so getting my pipette from the alcohol. Alright, let's start with casting the live culture through the flame. Okay. This is the S CeraVCA, so I'm going to get one of my S CeraVCA pH 5. Pass it through the flame. Get 2 drops. Oh my goodness. 1, 2. Put this back into my alcohol. And I'm going to recap this. Okay. So that was the pH 5. Now I'm grabbing the pH 7. Oh. So I have pH 7. I almost tapped the live culture there. Thank God it didn't. Okay, so I'm passing this through the flame. This to sterilize. Grabbing my pipette and alcohol. Grabbing 2 drops. Back in alcohol. Passing it through the flame. Recapping. Setting that aside, and then grabbing the last S CeraVCA pH 9. Grabbing 2 drops. One, two. I'm putting this one into the undiluted bleach because I am done with the S or the CA. Okay. Capping this one and capping this one. Alright. Now we're going to continue with the S. epidermidis and my pH 7, pH 5, pH 7, pH 9 for the S. epidermidis. So I'm going to grab the pH 5 S. epidermidis and I'm going to repeat the same steps. Okay. Grabbing my pipette. That flame gets hot. So I'm going to try to just grab 2 drops here, see if I can. So I don't really have to transfer it back into the 1, 2. That's probably 3 there, so back into the alcohol. Recapping this one. Grabbing my pH 7 epidermidis. Passing it through the flame to sterilize it. Grabbing my pipette from the alcohol. Trying to grab 2 drops only. 1, 2. Just about. Back into the alcohol. Sterilizing the top. Recapping it. And one more. S. epidermidis pH 9. One, 2. That's going into the undiluted bleach. Recapping. And sterilizing this for the last time. And recapping it. Alright, so there are my vials, and let's see, so I will be taking a picture of these before I incubate, and then I will be incubating for 24 hours. And again, I'm looking for turbidity. If no growth is observed, then I have to do another 24 hours. Okay, and that is it. So if the broth is clear, it will be a negative result. If the broth shows turbidity, then it will be a positive result. So, and this has been part 1 of exercise 2. Thank you. Bye.